Hey guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another apartment renovation. Today, I am renovating 1321 Chic Street in the fashion district of San Myshuno to be a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, and it's a starter apartment. I've done plenty of starter homes. I really like the budget restrictions of them, but I'm pretty sure I haven't done a starter apartment before, so I wanted to give that a go. So this is a able to be moved in apartment as soon as you start the game for up to 4 Sims. There's a master bedroom where you can get to both sides of the bed. And then there is a child's room, which I'm pretty sure I have a kid's bed and a toddler bed in, if I'm remembering correctly. And I'm really happy with how it came out. Not only is it a starter coming in at 19,992 simoleons, the weekly rent is $300, the deposit is $600, and the furnishings are $17,680. So I think it's relatively affordable, and it's kind of a fun floor plan. I haven't done this one before. Also, this renovation, only uses base game and city living, so it should be a lot more accessible to most of you guys, I would hope. I had so much fun with the restrictions in this, not only, the budget restriction of trying to keep it under 20K. I could have gone a little bit above that because I was imagining this apartment had 2 or 3 or 4 Sims in it, so you'd have more money starting off. But I wanted it to be like bare minimum, you can move right in. And then I'm enjoying pack restrictions right now as well, so... this is the kitchen area. It's so tiny, and I love that. I feel like it's really realistic to some of these smaller apartments you might find in a city, so I quite enjoyed that. At first, I put these really destroyed cabinets. I do keep some of them, but I switch it out, so it's like a mixture of the city living ones and the base game ones, so they're not all messy. And I make them blue, and I just think it's really cute. I don't use this swatch ever. I don't actually use those cabinets very often either, like those counters or the cabinets, but I think it worked out pretty nicely in here, and I wanted to make sure to have a shower tub combo. I almost called it a shub. I always want to call it a shub. I don't know why. I'm really good at saying words wrong. So there's that. But I thought that was important if you have a toddler in the space, or if you just want to take a bath, or you want to adopt a dog, like having a tub is a good idea. And then this is a table that we actually got in base game earlier in the year, last year. Or I don't know what. I said it earlier in the year because my mind is still thinking we're in 2020. We're not anymore. It's 2021. But it came in an update for Hispanic Heritage Month, and it has a bunch of really fun, colorful swatches on it. But I used just the plain white one here. I just think it's a really pretty table. I like the shape of the legs and all of that. But changing the colors of the chairs, and then going to be making an L-shaped sofa over here with the sofa that I did put down, getting some exposed brick. And I really try to clutter up the space and make it look lived in for a family, and still stay in that budget restriction that I was going for. I also really wanted to use this table because I'm not sure if I ever have, and I tried using it in 2 different places in this apartment, and I didn't end up using it in the end. I don't know where to use it. It's really cute though. Have you guys used this table before? Where did you use it? How did you use it? Please give me tips. I would love to use it. But we ended up switching it out for this one and getting an armchair in the corner. I also tried my best not to cover any of the needs TLC items in this apartment. I know a lot of times when I decorate these apartments, I'm just like, yeah, it's fine. We can cover all of that. You don't need to do gameplay. Because I just really like decorating, but I'm pretty sure I kept them all accessible. There's one that might be a little bit harder to get to, which is the vent under or like right behind the table. I don't remember. Do you need to access the body on the ground? Because if so, that one's covered by a wall and a kitchen. I don't remember. I don't think you need to access that one, but I could be wrong. Like, what would you need to do with a body outline? Like, mop it? I'm really not sure. But in the kitchen here, just adding some stuff on the walls. I got some soap by the sink, a little towel by the sink, a little plant. He's so cute. I also had some trouble placing this, so I had to place one up there and then move it over. I wanted it to be really small and in the corner, so that just took a little bit of fiddling, but it worked out in the end. And then I'm using these base game curtains that are super cute. They came out when we got the toddler update. Also, look at the body. Right here, you see me just quickly pick this rug and cover it up, but I spent probably like 15-20 minutes in real time trying to figure out how to cover that body because of the way I did the floor plan here. It was just so awkward. I didn't know what to do. But I think this rug worked out pretty nicely. But in the entryway here, we just have a plant and a little clock on this side table and a nice mirror so you could check yourself out before you head out. Also going to be adding a shoe rack under the table. And then I'm pretty sure that's it for the entryway before we move on into the bedrooms. But anyway, if you guys like this build and you'd like to download it, you can get it off the Sims 4 gallery if you're interested. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You can also find me under the hashtag Miss Gryphi, and I will have all of that information in the description down below. But here you can see I was like, oh, let's have a toddler in this space as well. And I changed the color of this bed a few different times. This is the futon that comes with City Living, and it comes in a bunch of different colors. And then there's 2 different versions of it. This one's the one that's a little bit more beat up because it's cheaper. And it's a cute one. I think I might have gone with the white version in the end because I loved this rug, but I thought the rug with the bed with the same pattern on it was a little bit too busy. So I went with this in the end and using a base game side table. I wanted to call it a dresser. I guess it kind of is. On the side there, a little painting above the bed, a little plant. I gotta put plants everywhere. It's kind of a problem. I want more plants in the game. Not that I need more because I put them everywhere and it's just gonna make my plant problem worse, but like, can I have some more plants so I can make my plant problem worse? I would thoroughly enjoy that. But we just have a little closet in this space, and then I put a chair and stuff over here, but I end up getting rid of it a little bit later and decided to put an easel so we had some sort of skill building in the space, and I think that worked out pretty nicely. But heading on into the kids' room, it's very blue in here. I, of course, am using the base game stuff here because if I wanted to have a toddler and a kid and I wanted them to match pretty well, I was kind of limited to base game plus the budget restrictions, so ended up going with those. But I think it's pretty cute because I don't really use these very often. And then just a City Living rug, a couple of decals and stuff on the walls. I had fun with it because it's so simple, and like with the restrictions, trying to decide what items are worth your time, even for the price. Like that closet was expensive, but I think it just added a lot to the space and I quite liked it. Have a toy box in here. I'm trying to think what else. We had some curtains for sure. And I think I ended up adding a couple of like reading-esque posters above the bed. Yeah, I love the little dinosaur one. He's so cute. And then the little calendar over the toddler's bed. And then I believe I add a bookcase in this corner, the matching one. Yeah, there it is. I think this room has everything you would probably need in it. I also do remember, I remembered to add a toddler potty. I know you don't see it yet, but I will be adding it in a little while. But first, I am switching the tile in the kitchen. I think this looks so much nicer. This is one of those tiles that is base game that we got later on in an update. And I love this tile so much. She's so pretty. I feel like it made the space feel more alive. But the toddler potty is going to go in the bathroom. I just haven't thought of it yet. I'm going to, though. I'm very proud of myself for remembering because that is something I never remember. But first, we're going to be adding this easel with this little cloth under it. I always think that like paint splatter cloth is from base game, but it's from City Living, so I was able to use it here. And there's the toddler potty. I told you I added it. I'm so proud of myself. A silly thing to be proud of, but you know, I often forget things that are important to my builds, so when I remember them, it's a good day. Just switching out some paintings here. And I also wanted to mention that red block you're seeing, if you're not familiar with it, it is a CC shelf that I use. It helps me place items at better levels. I don't keep it in the build, so there's no CC in this build. I used to use it a ton, and I still love it, and I want to use it. I just, after updates, when my CC got disabled, I kept forgetting to re-enable it, so that's why you haven't seen it in a while. But she is back. I'm using her. She's fantastic. She's linked down below. And with that, we're coming to the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. That does really help me out. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications so you'll be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.